more points. Heck no, you turn it into offense. What a play. Catches the ball in the end zone. Take a knee. Take a knee. No, sir. I'm taking this thing all the way back 100 yards to the house. What a play.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. The run from the shotgun. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
He'll push his way out to the 38, pickup of 3.
You know, as a defense, you kind of want to force the give on the RPO. You want them to run the football, and you can tell maybe the quarterback wishes he pulled this. Small gain, but some information you gathered maybe for the next time you get to run an RPO.
Grabbed in the middle. It's Covey. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
That was a third down this offense absolutely had to have. They're already down in this game, and so on third down, you've got to find a way to win. And it's a nice job in the one-on-one, running a good route, creating some separation, quarterback throwing on time, and this offense stays on the field.
Makes the catch along the sidelines and steps out of bounds. And with that stop, we are headed toward the end of the first quarter. Back to throw, it's Stone. And the pass is incomplete, and that wraps up the first quarter. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. So they had a chance to talk over this third down play to open the period. Looking to throw again. Caught near the sticks. It's Albright. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
And it's on third downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
They'll run the screen. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. So that penalty is going to cost them the first down as they back up, and now it's second down. They'll line up for a second down play. He's got it on the right. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
Great play by the cornerback. He was just way too physical at the point of attack. He beat his man trying to block him, and he tackled that receiver on the screen.
Fires left. Lost the defense. He's wide open. Oh, he's got some space.
This guy's done a lot of good things early this year throwing the football. With that last completion, that now takes him over 1,000 yards passing for the year.
From the gun, the ground game. Got some room headed to the goal line. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Wildcats!
And this is why you consistently run the football. A steady diet because you can break the long touchdown runs. Nice job breaking through the line of scrimmage, outrunning the rest, getting in for the long touchdown.
The extra point here would tie the game. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Hey, guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great top 25 matchup. Illinois is trailing right now, but let's be honest. The program that turned out Jeff George should never be counted out of any game. They're trailing by just 4 to USC. We'll let you know if anything else comes out of Big Ten country from this one. Back to you.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. The give to the running back from the shotgun. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one. Guys, let's take a minute here and think about UCLA. I'm sure you guys saw what a get in recruiting. 4-star defensive lineman gave them a verbal commitment just last week.
Yeah, you can't get enough of these guys, man. And they're excited because you got to play so many defensive linemen. This is the guy that's going to come in, be in the rotation early and often.
This new Big Ten is balanced and deep, and you're not going to get many mulligans. You're going to need to get off to a quick start.
And it's going to be a physical grind ahead. You look at the schedule for these teams, it's brutal. Each and every week, you are going to get tested. So it's important they get off to a really fast start. They've got to come out, pick everything they did on the practice field this offseason, and let these guys go play.
Yeah, and you got to let it rip, man, because that's always your first goal, right? We talk about conference championships, winning your conference, and then it gets you to where you need to go. So looking forward to getting conference play kicked off in the Big Ten.
Looking downfield, it's Iamaleava. He's got his man. And he's able to shed one tackle and pick up pretty good yardage. Running backs just have to be a weapon in the passing game, even for little dump-offs and checkdowns.
Yeah, find your matchups. I mean, you think about running back versus a linebacker. We like that matchup in space, and so find ways to get the football to your running back in space where you can break tackles and make things happen because they're just so dynamic.
And the Bruins in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Look out, he's got room. Tackled at the 45 after the 5-yard play. It's enough for the first down.
This is an offense, guys, that really believes in physicality, and that's their identity. So running the ball on 2nd down, no problem for them.
The Bruins are flying down the field. Looking downfield on 1st down. Fakes to grab. Breaks the tackle. They'll get him stopped at the 34. He's got 10 yards on that one and a 1st down. Good job by the receiver there not to run into coverage, but to find a spot that the quarterback could throw him the ball.
Yeah, on those types of routes, Reese, they say if you're looking, you're booking. So if that's man coverage, the receiver's staring at the quarterback all the way across the field. That time, the receiver didn't give the quarterback his eyes, so they were on the same page. They both knew it was zone, and they executed that perfectly.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. If the quarterback's a little more on target there, maybe they hook up, but it's an incompletion. They were really starting to put a drive together, but after a couple of incompletions, now they need a big play on 3rd and 10. Looking for a man. It's Iamaleava. He's got an open man. Just outside the red zone as they pick up the 1st down. They'll spot it at the 22.
Well, it wasn't a great start for this quarterback, but on this drive, he seems to be turning the corner. He just looks like he's playing in a different rhythm. He's seeing the field better. It's almost as if the game is starting to slow down for him. And I think on that last completion, it was a good example of it.
And the Bruins can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Looking to fire. Moves away as he feels pressure. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Got his man on the right. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the 1st down.
Nice job by the receiver on the back end there, too. He sees his quarterback on the run moving, and he just works to get himself open to give his guy a place to throw the football. They're able to connect, and they keep the drive going.
He'll set up to throw. Caught in the backfield. It's Thomas. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, UCLA!
Man, I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Dropping back, it's Stone. Skips away from pressure. He's going to take off. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the hit. A nifty pickup there. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. Second down, clock's running. Wants to throw, he's working against the clock. Gets it out quickly. And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Here's a quick throw out to the left. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break.
Great effort by the defense here. Offense trying to go wide receiver screen. How about the speed on defense rallying to the football?
Second down, he'll throw it. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. Bringing it back. He's at the 40. And after the interception, he brings it back and gets it inside the 35.
And I like the aggressiveness. I understand you're down, right before the half. You want to go get some points, but you can't turn the football over here. Now you've set the other team up in a position to maybe get more points as the first half's winding down.
Under fire. And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45. They'll immediately call timeout.
That's not how you want to start a drive. On the very first play, you give up a sack and you lose a ton of yards. Quarterback, you've got to know, just throw the ball away, know when the play is over.
Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming.
Love the physicality of the secondary on defense. That defender got to the football, was able to separate the receiver from the ball, and did it legally. Beautiful job.
On third and long, you'll need to push it downfield. A strike downfield. Run out of bounds at about the 13-yard line, and that's where this offense will go back to work.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. Pulls and fires complete. Touchdown, Bruins! A great catch and run for 6.
And that's the way you execute on offense, man. You keep your foot on the gas. Try to make this a 2-score game. You do with that touchdown. This offense executing beautifully. The defense is going to have to find something in the second half to get some stops.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd.
21, Northwestern, 7.
He's going to take a chance from midway in his end zone. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
21, Northwestern, 7.
Northwestern will kick it off as we start the third quarter. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. sends him back in motion. To throw, it's Ucla. Snags it over the middle. Finds just plowing ahead. Turning it on. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense.
Gain of 20.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
Looking for a physical attack from the gun. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Fires complete on the crosser. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Man, this sophomore quarterback unleashed a cannon on that one.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2 possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead, they know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened there.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Off play action. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Trying to pick up a first down. Wants to throw. It's Ucla. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down.
And on money down defensively, you got to find ways to affect the quarterback. Nice job by the defense, getting the pressure, getting to him, getting a hit on him, and forcing the incompletion, and now forcing the 4th down.
Absolutely perfect. And that will extend their lead even further.
How nice is it as a head coach to have a kicker like this? It makes these decisions on 4th down so much easier. Just strut him out there and let him stroke it through the uprights.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Wants to go up top on first down. Makes the grab. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
Well, the defense did a nice job taking everything away down the field, but once the drag route was caught, they just couldn't rally to the ball carrier in time to make a tackle, and as a result, a new set of downs.
Just a short pass to the tight end. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down.
And nice job by the defense staying glued to him, getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football, knowing he's a threat. I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job.
Breaks into the open. Put it right on him. Sweet play, good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the first down. Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those guys on the move, on the run, so they can do this. They can catch the football, get upfield, and chew up some extra yards.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to throw, it's Stone. Unloads to the wideout. Got his man. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down.
Good enough for
the Wildcats come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Takes the easy one to the back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
You know, you got to be careful as a QB throwing to your running back in man coverage. If there's a linebacker draped all over him, then that that ball's not going anywhere. You just saw it right there. Better play by the defense.
He'll try the left side. Knocked down after a gain of 1 to the 27.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. It's complete on the right side. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on 3rd down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. Whoop-de-doo. You set up 4th and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate.
Absolutely perfect. Now down 2 touchdowns, 24-10.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
They were able to get a field goal on the board, and now they'll kick it away. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Gives it on the option. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Here's the thing. I know this guy's not going to win the Heisman Trophy, but he's a pretty talented football player that's made big plays for this offense in the past. They have not had any success when they've given him chances so far in this game. And in the 3rd quarter, you're getting a little nervous, I think, if you're the head coach, because he's a guy you need.
Just keeps moving. They've got him down at the 40 after he ripped off 15 yards. That big pickup on what they call the drag route, but if you hit it on time, you can hit the turbo boosters.
And you've got to be accurate on the throw, too, Reese. Nice job by the QB there, putting it out in front of his receiver to make an easy catch and then advance it.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. Back to pass, it's Iamaleava. Quickly complete. He steps out of bounds, but he's got enough for a 1st down.
And you've always got to be careful around the sideline to not.
And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. And they take another look at the play, but the officials on the field were right, and the play will stand. The Bruins are moving quickly down the field. Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. And the Bruins with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Wide receiver going in motion. Power football with the run. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's 1st down.
All right, defense, that's what we can't do. We can't give up this many chunk yards on the ground. Got to commit more guys to the line of scrimmage. Got to get those running backs on the ground. That's way too easy.
They're going to ride this running back. And after a very short pickup on that run, we have come to the end of the 3rd quarter. Just about ready to go in the 4th, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered.
Northwestern 10.
And a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. Back to pass. Got a man. It's Flores. He's close to the 1st down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
I love an offense that wants to stay aggressive. aggressive. Even when you've got the lead late in a game like this, right, you still try to find your playmakers and get them the ball in space, and that is exactly what this offense is doing.
Quick pass to the left, trying to get it to the marker. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a third down stop. They were really hopeful he could make a guy or two miss and pick up the first down, but he comes up a little short.
Yeah, and it's great defense. It's defense understanding where the sticks are, not missing tackles, getting the guy on the ground quickly. Really nice job by the defense understanding the situation.
So the offense is going to go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Caught in the backfield, it's Thomas. That'll be enough for a first down, and they've got it at the 16-yard line.
I don't know if they're trying to get this guy Heisman consideration, but the fact that they're still throwing the ball at this point of the game with the lead like they have is surprising, I gotta be honest.
Motion from the wide receiver. They just keep firing. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
When they try to spit it out to the running back on the perimeter of the field, you saw the speed and recognition by the defense, though, how quickly they were able to get to the back and get him down for a big loss.
Looking downfield, it's Iamaleava. Throws for the tight end. Trying to barrel in. Huge gain before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it first and goal. The Bruins started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. They'll use the running game on first and goal. That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Yeah, and this is where the offense just breathes. Just take your time, huddle up. I'm in absolutely no hurry. I got the lead. I want to continue to run that clock. No false starts, no penalties. Let that clock tick down, and then punch it in the end zone to add to this lead.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. This is one of those momentum turning points. If this defense can force a field goal attempt, that is a victory for them. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Now on fourth down, they'll send out the field goal unit. Right down the boulevard, it's good. And now the lead is even bigger. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Very intriguing Big 12 matchup today, gentlemen. Here's a look at how it finished up. West Virginia managed to eke out the victory in a tighter than expected one. And they'll savor this one in Morgantown for some time, no matter the final score. Big 12 football at its finest, gentlemen. Just when you think you have things figured out, a game like this happens.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there.
And this offense is going to have to catch some breaks, man. They're going to have to make some big plays. They're going to have to push the ball down the field, break some tackles, hit some home runs, down three.
He'll loft one deep down the left side. And that is interception number 3 on the day. They didn't give him much of a chance to make that play even bigger, but the turnover has him set up at the 16. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. They'll run it to keep the clock moving. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. To the air, it's Iamaleava. Punch it out of the air. On the move at the 30. He's got enough for the first down, and that ought to do it. They ought to be able to run out the clock from here.
I love the QB here. He holds it, he holds it, he holds it just long enough to let the receiver run the drag route, and then he puts it out in front of him so he can catch it on the run in stride and then turn upfield to use his speed.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. There he goes. Makes the stop at the 49, but not before he gets in plus territory, gets 15 and a first down. And the Bruins come to the line with a new set of downs. They're going to go right back to him on first down. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
It's a great play there by the defense, stopping that run. But now with less than a minute to go, you got to use your timeout. You got to try and conserve as much clock as possible to give yourself a chance to win.
He leaves it with his back. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain. Winning those individual 6-second battles every play, time after time after time after time, and that leads to a victory here.
And I love when teams go out and play like it's sudden death. Like if they lose the game, their entire season is over. This game wasn't for the national championship, but you wouldn't know that watching this winning team, David. Tremendous effort and tremendous execution.
I love competitive people. I love competitive coaches. I love competitive teams that they know that their job is to go out and get a W no matter where you play. You want to play in the parking lot? We'll go meet you. Great job by this team being ready, getting the W.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.